10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's your girl Juicy.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Juicy, and welcome back to the Juicy Show. Pew, 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 pew. Oh my God. It's been a long time coming. I have been back and forth trying to figure out like how I'm gonna do this, setup. And then I'm like, I have a living room. Trent goes to bed by 10 o'clock. So I could really do a pre-record, edit my stuff, and do my podcast at home. I was gonna get a studio. I was gonna rent a space. I still am, because I'm gonna be doing like some panels, and I'm gonna be able to have, a few of my people there to accommodate them and stuff like that. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to put my phones on vibrate. I just wanted to get started. But we're not drinking liquor tonight. We are drinking white wine. This is Riesling with a shot of Grand Marnier inside of it. I think I threw it away. Oh, it's over there. So, fun fact, when I used to dance, I would drink, like, when I first started dancing, one of the OGs was like, listen, you want to relax, but you don't want to be, like, sloppy drunk. So she was like, go to the bar. Tell them to get you give you a rookie drink, which was basically Moscato with a shot of 1800 in it. The wine took the edge off the tequila, but both of them together helped relax me enough and may help me feel comfortable. You feel me? So I kind of switched it up because I graduated from Moscato. Now I'm a Riesling and Sauvignon Blanc type of girl, which is definitely like chef's kiss. But anyways, yeah, I'm so glad that you guys have been patient with me. It hasn't been easy for me. I'm not gonna lie. I have had a few setbacks. Hold on. I've had a few setbacks, a few letdowns. It's not easy for me to really accept defeat. Long story short. So I've had to, reevaluate a lot of stuff that I have going on as far as my career. With me, I am a perfectionist. And that is like really kind of like one of my biggest issues that I have. I want everything to be done right. I want everything to be perfect. I want everything to be the way I want it to be. So I had to get up out of my head. I had to get out of my feelings, and I had to try to stop taking everything so personal. And I thought I had to have all this super expensive equipment. I think the most expensive thing that I'm using right now is probably my camera and my iPad. But I put my iPad on my phone line. So we financing that, baby, okay? We got to think smarter, not harder. I was in Walmart looking for a screen protector for Trenton's iPad, because I got my iPad for his birthday. And I stumbled across these lights. And I'm like, these would be perfect for the lighting for my podcast. So I grabbed them. Was not expensive. I think it was like $20. And they worked perfectly for now. And I decided I'm just going to pre-record, edit it, put my intro and stuff on there, and put it on my YouTube. And, I've been playing around with a lot of stuff, learning new things, doing my research. Your girl is going to do her research before she do anything. Oh, real quick. Today's outfit is honored by Privilege Detroit. I've worn this on my podcast before, but I really love this shirt. Shout out to my girl Chardonnay. The leggings are from Swank, of course. But get into this t-shirt. Get into the details. It's a Detroit classic, okay? Shout out to my girl for lacing me. I have so many cute Privilege Detroit outfits, like it's crazy. If it ain't Detroit Bad Girls, or it ain't Privilege Detroit, or it ain't Swank, I probably won't wear it unless it's sponsored. Speaking of sponsors, I will be taking sponsorships on my podcast. So if you're looking to, get some promotion, get some, get your name out there, get your business out there, hit me up. I'm working. So, for those of you that do not know, your girl has been single. Well, I'm still single. Um, I was back fucking with Chip briefly, but he disappeared on me for about almost a year. Like, we fell out. And what's crazy, I came across the video that I had recorded of like when me and him got into it. And when I'm mad, I really pop my shit. Like, I'm really like, and when he get in his bag, baby, you can't tell that nigga nothing. But I had to kind of take a step back from, I don't want to say dating, but like fucking around with him and really like dealing with any dude, because I'm like, right now where I'm at, I really genuinely just want to be successful in my career. I want to continue to be a great mom. I have 2 projects that I'm working on with Trenton that I'm super, super excited about. I can't tell y'all about it now because it's still in the works, but just know Trenton has businesses, 3 of them, and 2 of them are going to come into full circle by my birthday. That is my goal, to have the first one done by my birthday and then the following by January. That's the goal. So, yeah, stay on the lookout for that. I am trying to, generational wealth, okay? Entrepreneurs in here. You feel me? Of course, the Detroit Bad Girls merch is coming. It's not just going to be Detroit Bad Girls. It's also just going to be, it's labeled Detroit Bad Girls, but my logo is just going to be strictly my little Bad Girls logo. And of course, the Juicy merch. Y'all been waiting for it. I'm keeping it real simple, real cute. But y'all gonna be like, oh, this is heat. Okay? I didn't put no scrubs on the forefront. But I've been focusing on that, and like, when I feel like, back to what I was talking about, I felt like I was when I get involved with him, I get sidetracked. And I feel like I lose myself a little bit. And I feel like I'm like that with dudes, period. Which is really sad. My whole thing is, I pride myself on making it known that all this shit I do I do it myself. I don't have anybody sponsoring, any private investors. This is all me. This is all out of my pockets, out of my bank account, out of my money. I also, I would love for a man to invest in me and believe in my vision and want to see me be great, but whatever. This hair also is Chocolate Strands. Really cute, right? That's coming this month too. I'm super excited. I got so much stuff that I'm about to just have my hands in. Y'all pray for me with this real estate school, because this shit is hard. Okay, this shit is hard. But it ain't nothing too hard for God, okay? So as long as I stick beside him, I'm gonna be good. But I found myself getting so wrapped up in, oh my God, he's back in my life. We back on good terms. I felt like, I kind of just want to just focus on rebuilding what I thought we had. And when I started doing that, I kind of got lost in his sauce again. And I never want to be that female that is like always my man, my man, my man. I will talk my shit, but at the same time, I pride myself on being self-made and being self-paid and being a woman that genuinely does for herself. I don't want my career and my success built off the back of a man. I don't believe in, having a baby with somebody and then going from there. That might have worked for other females, but it's just never been my claim to fame. I can't see myself doing that. Also, I kind of, had to step back and reevaluate the people I surround myself with. One thing he did tell me is like, everybody don't want to see you win. Everybody can't go with you. Like, I haven't been kicking it with my best friend. Me and her kind of been on out. She got her own shit going on. And as me being the supportive friend I am, I can't want your happiness more than you want it. I can't want you to do the work more than you're doing the work. You feel me? Like, you gotta want it. I genuinely want everybody that is around me to be successful and happy. With that being said, I have noticed that I don't get the support that I would like from my circle. And, that's kind of upsetting. I'm not going to say it pisses me off. I'm not going to lie. So I genuinely just be like, you know what? All right. If that's how we're going to play it, then let's play. people like, oh, you can't take it personal, but it is. I expect the love that I give to be given back to me, the support that I give to be given back to me, whether it's friends, family, boyfriend, whoever. And maybe that's my fault for expecting people to rock with me the way I rock with them. And I think that's where I kind of made the mental note, like, okay, no to them and no to him. And it's upsetting because me being the person I am, and I literally just told my cousin Tanae this when she was doing my nails. I'm not a friendly person. And when I say that, it means I don't call everybody my friend. I'm not claiming multiple dudes as my man. So when I put you in that group of being my friend and being my man, that means I hold you to a very high standard. I trust you. A lot of people have been around my child, been in my house. They know personal things about me that I wouldn't really share. Like, I'm an open book. I'm very transparent. But there are a lot of things that people know about me that I've shared. And I feel like when I hold you to that standard of my friend and you just basically don't show up as that friend, it's upsetting because I don't look for people to buy me stuff. I don't look for people to shower me in gifts. I genuinely just want to be loved. Whether it's friendships, family, or relationship. That is genuinely what I want. I want love. I think love is literally the one thing that can change a person's perspective and their outlook. A lot of times people commit suicide because they don't feel loved. A lot of times people go into depression because they feel like they don't have the support that they would need or want. And people think, oh, you're just being sensitive. No, that's genuinely. I can play a street bitch all day, but at the end of the day, I am genuinely a lover girl. So I think that's my issue with dating. And I know it's a lot of people out there that feel the same way as me. It's frustrating. It's actually annoying. It's really ghetto because I feel like when you're dating, right in this time, dating, everyone's looking for relationship goals or friendship goals. I cannot, and this is me being 100% honest, I cannot point out one couple or one group of friends that I can say that's what I want, because I don't see me in nobody else. I don't see me and my partner in nobody else. I can't see it. I won't allow myself to say, oh, their relationship goes. I don't want to be like nobody but me. And I think that's where the disconnect with everybody is. And people won't call me a pick me. I really don't give a fuck, but it's the truth. I feel like that's where people lose their self, where they feel like they want to be like, they look at this person or this relationship or these friends as the blueprint. No, I'm the blueprint. My life is already set in stone on how I want it to be. I already know what I want and how I want it to be done and how my life is going to be set up. I just got to get the money. The money haven't hit my account yet. But I also feel like with the journey that I went on for self-love, it really allowed me to gain discernment, detach from people in relationships very easily. I still get emotional. I still go through heartbreak. I'm not going to lie. But I have learned to not even just build up a wall, but to let myself know, like, no, we're not going to. I can sense the bullshit from a mile away. Let's put it like that. So I honestly feel like, how can I put this? I honestly feel like if I can spot it, if I see little things, I pick up on little things that people say and do, their body language, how they carry themselves, how they move. And if it starts small, like little sprinkles, I know it's going to end up growing in the end. So I detach myself. I fall back. I met some guy not too long ago, and we went on one date, and that one day told me everything I needed to know, because the next day, it was just like, if you just listen, people will tell you everything you need to know about them without you even asking. And I was just sitting there like, really? I hate that I get so, I try not, how can I put this? Me being so just tough, I guess that's how I want to say it. It's a defense mechanism. It's how I protect myself from getting hurt. It's how I, can tell who is meant to stay and who's not. Like, it's just, my hair looks so good. You gotta love the chocolate strands, baby. This is the Burmese curly. Yeah. If your hair is curly and it's not doing this when it's dry, get you some new hair. Period. Okay? Sorry. I was following this guy on Instagram, and he basically, well, no, actually, it's an app called Lemon8, but I follow his TikTok and his Instagram because he was talking about self-love and self-discovery. It says self-love guides us to create a sacred space within our hearts where we can truly reveal in our thoughts, feelings, and aspirations. It encourages us to embrace every facet of our being, both the light and the shadows. By dedicating time to activities that bring us joy and fulfillment, we forge an unbreakable bond with ourselves, strengthening our inner core. As we deepen our self-love, it becomes a source of boundless compassion and empathy. This love for ourselves spills over into the world, impacting other interactions with others. It transforms us into beacons of positivity and kindness, inspiring those around us to embark on their journeys of self-discovery and self-love. So, let us continue to nurture our souls with this profound practice of self-love, creating a world that radiates with love and acceptance. That right there spoke to me on so many levels. I have literally witnessed people around me in relationships, and they are shitty. There is not one person besides my parents that are married. There is not one person that I am around that I can say, oh, their relationship, I wish I had a relationship like that. I don't want a relationship like nobody's. Because it's so much toxicity, so much give to take, so much 50-50, so much negativity. And I feel like the more, and this goes for men as well, I feel like if you do the work and you actually take the time to sit back and be alone with yourself, and I know people are like, oh, I don't want to be alone, then you're never going to be happy 100%, because at the end of the day, the level of self-love that I have accomplished and I have come to is crazy. Right now, I don't have a car, rest in peace, baby blue, but right now, I just been in my house. I just been in here. I get a rental every now and then, but once I get my whip again, I'm back traveling. Me and Trent taking road trips every weekend. You won't have to pay me to stay in the house with mine. And I know people say it's different when you have a child, but Trenton has been in my life for 10 years. Prior to Trenton, I always was by myself. When I was a dancer, most people were like, oh, me and my friends started dancing. I went into the strip club by myself. I started dancing by myself. I would go to work by myself, leave by myself. I never partnered. I was cool with them. They're all the dancers. And any dancer that didn't like me back then, bitch, you was a hater because I was a sweetheart. I never fucked on nobody, nigga. I never took nobody money. Like, I was genuine. You can ask any bar. I think I did one thing wrong when I was working at Deja Vu, but that was on some bullshit. And that girl had me fucked up. It is what it is. So, I am a firm believer in sitting still in your loneliness. This other girl made a quote, said, stand on your boundaries even if it gets lonely. Don't let nobody play with you. Yes, loneliness can be a thing. I get it. It's not fun at first, but when you find little things that you can do, little projects, little decorating, cleaning, cooking, anything, taking yourself out, traveling alone. I took a whole Miami trip by myself. No nigga, no nothing. I was too happy. I'm taking another trip soon. I just looked up a flight for Aruba. I'm literally going to be a solo traveler for a while because it's just like I want to meet new people. I want to be able to try new things. I'm not gonna travel everywhere alone. Let's leave that. But I feel like if you do the work, you do the research, you sit alone in your stillness, it's a different, and you get to know yourself more. You gonna go through some times where you're gonna cry. It's not gonna be pretty. I have had nights where after I put my son to sleep, I would literally sit in a corner of my room or my living room and I would just cry. Cause I didn't understand, like, what's wrong with me? Why doesn't he want to be with me? Da, 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 da. And there's so many times I asked why her and why not me, and God literally has shown me. It took a minute, but when I stepped back and I was like, you know what I mean when I do this, like, I see so much and I'm like, damn, that was gonna be me? Oh no, baby. Oh no. Of course not. Absolutely not. Man's rejection is God's protection. There is a reason why a man rejects you. Don't always take it as, damn, what's wrong with me? No, what's wrong with him? If you know you got your own money, your own house, your own car, you fine, you healthy, you not toxic, you can cook, you can clean, you can golf, you got that golf 3000, your family love you, you know what your daddy is, you got good friends, you ain't been in everybody's section, you not for everybody, you for the streets and the sheets. Like, if you know you got all that going on and that man turns you down, take that as God saying, daughter, no, we're trying to say, no. I had to literally keep telling myself, man's rejection is God's protection. And I say that and I still be like, but why? And God don't always tell me, but he'll show me because he knows I'm a visual person. I have to see it. And sometimes it ain't, 90% of the time it ain't pretty. It was a guy I was so infatuated with, and he was fucking with me and two other bitches at the same time. And only to turn around and pick one of them. I'm like, why not me? Like, what's wrong with me? I know I'm a good woman. I know you love me. Like, what is it? And he was like, me and her just connect on a different level. Yep, they did. And guess what? The shit that he did to her, I would have had him on a t-shirt. He would have been 6 feet under. I would have been smiling in my mugshot. So I had to be like, all right, you know what? You was right, Pops. You was right, Dad. You was right, Jesus. You was right. You was right. I'm going to leave it alone. And I don't regret leaving it alone. It's not easy to detach yourself, especially with me, because I love so hard. And when I let someone in my life, especially, and it goes back to it. If I'm dealing with a man and he's around me and my family, I don't trust people at all. So I feel like when you are going through this journey, you're going to have to detach yourself from a lot of stuff. A lot of people, not just relationships. There might be some family members you got to detach yourself from. There might be some friends that you got to, you got to realize that, I'm going to holler at you and don't call them. You have to want more for yourself. You have to want better for your life. I feel like so nowadays it's like, oh, this nigga pissed me off. I'm gonna go fuck with his homeboy. Is that your get back? That's your lick back? You go give your pussy to his homeboy? To me, that's not getting your lick back. I don't care. And just because the nigga got money don't mean he gonna give it to you. So many times I hear people saying, I'm gonna fuck his friend, and they're gonna laugh at you. Yeah, they're gonna laugh at you. Because my lick back is, you blocked, I ain't fucking with you no more. I ain't gonna fuck with your homeboys. I don't wanna kick it with you, skate with you, none of that. I'm just gonna walk away. The biggest get lick back is removing access from that person. Removing access to you from that person. You don't get to talk to me. You don't get to text me. You don't, like, none of that. You can see me on social media. To this day, it's niggas that look at me and be like, damn, I was on a billboard in Times Square. You think I'm gonna sit here and take your bullshit? Boy, move. Boy, move. Going from one dude to the next, going from one female to the next, you're not doing nothing but spreading yourself thin. Fuck adding bodies. You're looking for comfort in another person and you're not going to find it. You have to find comfort in yourself. You have to be able to love yourself and be alone in yourself. And I get some people say it's not easy, but you have to want it. You gotta want to be happy. You gotta want to love yourself. You gotta want to have that type of discernment. You feel me? That level of happiness. Because honestly, when Chipper came back in and we had our little moment, and then he decided to dip back off, it didn't faze me this time. I was kind of like, whatever. I can't force a grown person to do what they don't want to do. It's just not. It's not my jam. It's never gonna be my lot in life. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Bye. Like, that's really what it boils down to. And it's unfortunate. But at the same time, I'm a firm believer in what's meant for me will always come to me easily. Whether it's relationships, friendships, money, opportunities, whatever. If I have to put up a fight for it, it's not meant for me. I'm no longer forcing anything. I'm not forcing people to act right. I'm not forcing people to do right. I'm not forcing anything. What's meant for me comes to me with ease because it's of God. I'm one of God's children, one of His favorites. Clock that T. So, in my eyes, there is no reason for it to be any strain or any stress on anything I want to do, or anything that's meant for me. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm not. Because it's Jesus, it's God. Like, hello. I'm also a firm believer in if they wanted to, they would. I had to get that in my head, like, bad. Because it was so much going on that I was just like, well, maybe I kept making excuses for people. And when I found myself constantly making excuses for people and the things that they weren't doing and how they weren't showing up for me or how they was just ignoring me or doing me any kind of way, it was like, why are we still dealing with this? We don't have to. And that's another reason why, my podcast kind of, took a pause, a very long pause. But I had to do some soul searching because my first episode, I wanted it to be near and dear to my heart. I didn't want it to be something willy-nilly thrown together. I just couldn't do it. I also was just like, I've been doing my research on, how I could better it and make it more professional looking. But I'm like, I'm not doing this to look like a professional setting right now. I'm doing this to get the message across, to continue to pour into people, to continue to come off as my authentic self. So many times people are like, oh, in the back of your room, your house is always junky. Juicy don't never do this, and da-da-da. At the end of the day, I am still Tiffany. I am a regular person. You can ask anybody that follows me. When they see me out in public, I'm looking regular. I'm not all dialed up. Trink probably running around trying to grab a toy. I'm on the phone gossiping with my sisters and my mama, or arguing with God knows who. Like, I am genuinely a person that lives her life regularly. I don't drive an expensive car. I don't live in an expensive house. This is a 3-bedroom house in Redford, okay? Everything's on one level, and my room is small, and I hate that for me. But that's all right, because once we pass this real estate course, and we get our money, and we start selling them houses, we moving on up like the Jeffersons, okay? Was that the Jeffersons? Hope it was. Don't take my black card, okay? But I also want to continue to encourage my girlies and my guys that at the end of the day, God is literally awesome. There are a lot of situations where I didn't think I would make it out of. There are a lot of times when I felt like, it's just not meant for me to be here anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I go through seasonal depression. I do. I struggle with it. I've struggled with it since I was about 19, 20. And I think that's another reason why I say, like, you know, marriage might not be for me. Why did my stuff stop recording? Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Why did it stop? I had to press play, recording it on my camera, my little Canon. So I struggle with seasonal depression. It's something that I've tried medication. I do therapy. You know, medication really didn't do nothing for me. It literally turned me into a zombie. I hated it, especially at my big age. It's like, if a medicine is going to not allow me to function day to day, I don't want it. I can't do it. I have to run my business. I have to take care of my child. Like, that's just a must. So with that, also, I feel like I have to have a partner that understands I'm not always going to be 100%. There are sometimes I might come up short. And it's not easy to explain it to people, because some people just won't get it, you know? Hold on, my bad. Some people just won't get it. And I don't expect people to understand it, because a lot of times I don't understand it. Like right now, I'm in a weird position. I'm in a weird space mentally, but I still pulled myself together to do this episode because I felt like I owed it to you guys. And I've been stalling, and I try not to look at other people in my city, what they're doing as far as with their podcasts and their platforms, because then I get to beating myself up like, why you not doing that? You did it. And that is literally one of my biggest pet peeves of myself. I beat myself up a lot about the things that I want to do, the things that I'm passionate about. I also feel like it's not easy when you don't know what you're doing, but you know this is what you want to do. Fashion, beauty, public speaking, real estate, travel. Those are the things I want to do. I love doing makeup. I love doing lashes. I love doing skincare. That's why I want to go to school for aesthetics. I love big, beautiful houses. So that's why I'm going to school for real estate. I love fashion. That's why I'm trying to get back into plus size modeling and get serious about it. I wore heels a whole night the other night, y'all. A whole night. And I'm proud of myself. But what's crazy, I bought the cushions and I just keep forgetting to put them in my thing. Duh. Big dummy. I love public speaking. I love motivating people. I love pouring into people. I love giving back to my community. That's why I want to do podcasting and public speaking and be mentorships. It's a lot of shit that I want to do that I feel like I owe to myself to actually at least try. And me trying to do it is me getting out of my own way. I feel like nowadays everyone, with the way the internet makes it seem like, oh, it's so easy, you just got da-da-da-da. It's not. But my key, the thing that I tell myself, just start somewhere. It's cool to not know what you're doing. It's cool to feel some kind of way. It's cool to feel like you might not be ready, but still start. Still try. Podcasting is something that I love to do. I love talking. I love sharing. I love laughing. I love, I love it. It's what I love to do. I've always loved it. These are things that I am passionate about, that I am serious about, that are going to be my lot in life, that are going to be a part of my legacy. When you Google me, it's going to say Tiffany Blair, aka Juicy, or Dash Juicy, owner of Pink Ambition LLC and Dash Juicy LLC, mother of Trenton Blair, the owner of da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I'm not going to say what it is because, baby, when I say that little boy, Trenton inspired me to come up with 2 of his 3 businesses. The 2 that he showed me that he wanted to do, literally showed me, amazing. And I cannot wait to get this project started with him. People keep finding animals and they put it in a Ring app. That's irritating. As far as my hair company, I've always been a bundle girl. I first fell in love with virgin hair with the Bad Girls Club. I was actually staying with I was staying with 2 friends in this house that one of the friends' dad owned, and I had started modeling, and I got an opportunity to model some virgin hair in the Prestige hair magazine, and I wish I could find it because it was so long ago. But baby, when that install and that makeup, and the guy that did the makeup, his name was King. He was the shit, okay? I'm going to try to find that ad and I'm going to show it to y'all. But baby, just know, your girl been that girl. I've been wearing bundles since 2010. No cap, no kizzy. Loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. Anywho, I decided to launch Chocolate Strands Hair Company because I felt like, I always have nice hair. And the vendor that I have is amazing. My hair, any hair you've ever seen me in has never been, not once been stiff or whatever. It might be a little tousled, but my hair is always T. It's always a natural hairstyle. It's always very cute. I know how to dye my own bundles. I know how to install my own wig. Only thing I can't do is I can't braid down because I got stabbed. And I have nerve damage in my left hand. But that's neither here nor there. When it comes to seasonal depression, it is not easy to overcome it. My bed has been my solitude for the past couple weeks. And I literally was just, I have to do fittings for Swank. And even, the people in LA were like, one of them, Mr. Mike called me. He was like, "Are you okay?" And it took everything to hold my tears back because I have so much on my mind. And it was crazy. I was on one phone with Mr. Mike and I was on the other phone with my sister. And she was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I'm frustrated, Tanya. Like, I'm literally my life is stagnant right now. My income is very funny. I'm very confused about a lot of things. And it's frustrating because I don't like to be unproductive. I don't like to just sit in my own depression for too long. I give myself a day or two to be mad. So Monday and Tuesday, I'm supposed to be, I give myself that time. But come Wednesday, I'm supposed to be up and out. But I've been stagnant. And it's not easy. And I would be a lying-ass bitch to say, "Oh, I'll be okay." I don't know if I'll be okay. But I want to be okay. I want to be better. I want to be happy. I want to get back to doing what I need to do in life. But the fact that I want to do better, it means a lot. I done went outside and reorganized my garage. And y'all know I hate spiders. There was so many spiders in that fucking garage. They was, Anywho, but I said, let me just get out of the house and do something. Even if it's just going from my back door to the garage and back again. But I reorganized it because I said, you know what, let me clear this area because I'm about to buy me a car and I need to be able to put my car in the garage. I'm telling myself I'm going to do these things and then these things are going to happen, so they're going to happen. I'm not allowing negativity or anything. I'm going to get the money I need for the down payment. I'm going to get the money I need to make sure my bills taken care of. Everything's going to fall into place. The money's coming. The money is coming. Okay? The money's coming. I just have to be patient. But she got quiet, and it's like, everybody is not meant to understand your struggle. There are some people that will relate and be like, ooh, I feel you. And they relate, they align with you. But everybody's story and situation is different. Everybody going through something right now, which is true. It's people that are losing their loved ones left and right. There are people that are losing their life left and right. There are people that are struggling with way more problems than mine. And I always tell myself, Tiffany, it could be worse. It could be worse. It could be so much worse. I have been homeless before. I have been completely jobless. I have been stranded in another city, another state before. But I didn't allow that to stop me. I can't allow it to stop me. I have a whole 10-year-old. Can you believe that shit? I have a whole 10-year-old that depends on me. And I can't let him down. It's frustrating because having to rely on other people is irritating. Because the people around me don't move when I need them to move. And they drive like it annoys me. It's irritating. But guess what? This just is more motivation for me to do what I need to do and get what I need to get. Because at the end of the day, when you need someone to be there for you and they choose not to show up, just make a mental note and be like, I got you. I ain't gonna bring it up no more, but we see each other. We good. I've been watching a lot of documentaries. Of course, I listen to podcasts because, I'm a podcaster. And the Joel Osteen podcast is what I listen to first thing in the morning when I'm up getting trained ready for school, because I feel like if I start my day off with the word of God and a positive message, I will be okay. It will help give me that momentum and that positive thinking that I need, right? Right. So, I start with that, and then once Trent goes to school, I do my damnedest because Trent gets picked up super early, like damn near 7 a.m. So, I try not to go back to sleep, but it'd be hard. But I told myself tomorrow I'm going to get up, send him to school, I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to pack up my little crossbody, and I'm going to go somewhere. Where, I do not know. But I know I'm going to go somewhere. I genuinely want people to understand that you don't have to have it all figured out. Nobody has it all figured out. But working towards a solution is always the key for me. I tell myself all the time, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna figure it out. I don't have the answer right now, but I'm gonna figure it out. That's what I have to remind myself. You don't have to always have it figured out or have the answer right then and there. But also, I ain't taking no for no answer either. That's a big no-no. People be like, "Oh, that's it. You can't." No, you can't change that. That don't work for you. I tell people all the time, don't project your negativity, your mindset on me, because what I say comes to full circle. I'm a firm believer that there is so much power in the tongue. What you put out there in this world is what you get back. I tell my mom that. I tell my sisters that. So that's another reason why I don't like to share shit with them, because sometimes they can be dream killers. And I've caught myself doing that too. But it's just out of, I don't know what it's out of, but it's not okay. If a person says they want to become an astronaut, I had to tell myself, well, bitch, I got some moon boots in the basement if you want to practice and knows how to walk on the moon. Like, I'm trying to be more of an encourager versus a dream killer. I would rather enable the manifestation versus kill the dream, because I've had that done to me. People will speak so negative on my shit, and then when it doesn't come, I told you. No, bitch, you didn't. You spoke negative on it and you fucked it up. It's annoying. And people be like, you take it. Yes, I take it very, very seriously when I feel like you're just saying stuff because because you're not a believer. I'm a dreamer and a manifester. So everything I want, I get. That's why I said my money is coming. It just ain't hit my account yet. Hello. But not even just on a financial tip. My career is going to be successful. I just got to do the work. I just got to continue to be consistent. You can't tell me I'm not destined for greatness. Because I've had damn near every job you could think of. I've worked for a Fortune 500 company, making more than my siblings and my mama. And I didn't like it. And then when they laid me off and then they offered me a position back, I said I don't want to come back. I was making them $3,000 a month. Back then, that was the money. And I had just had a baby. I had a nice car, a nice apartment, had a good man. I did not like sitting in front of a computer all day typing. I don't even know shit about the auto industry. I'm a fashion girly. I'm a beauty girl. I'm a travel chick. Like, fuck, I know what kind of car I want. Fuck, I know about damn seating and trim. I know that I like my seat heated when it's cold and cold when it's hot. And I like to put my seat all the way back, and I like to set my setting to enough where I can bend this leg and do this one, and I got to be able to lift my feet up when I'm driving or when I'm parked. Because I like to get a little wind down there sometimes, especially when it be hot. Baby, don't let me let that seat back and I got that sundress on and lift it up. You like, you stupid. You should have. I didn't want to work there. That's not my career. That was a job to me. Worked at a hotel. Great benefits. Amazing benefits. I resigned after a few months because I got it was just too much. But they had me fucked up though. I ain't gonna hold you. We'll talk about that later. Also, I feel like my personality wasn't meant to be in a cog in a clock. I'm not meant to punch a clock 24/7, 365. I'm meant to be able to have the freedom to do what I want when I want. I'm meant to have generational wealth. I genuinely feel like I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family. I'm a firm believer in that, and I know I am. I'm going to be the first millionaire, first billionaire in my family. It's going to happen. And I'm excited. I'm excited to retire my mom and my dad. I'm excited to help my dad, my biological father, you know, because he needs it. Like, I genuinely want to take care of my family. I want to get me and my sisters matching cars. I want to take all my nieces and nephews on a trip. I want to have big Christmas parties with all my family, have it catered with some food and gifts. Everybody getting gift cards. I ain't buying individual gifts. But yeah, I feel like the way in closing, because this is what 10:30 I've been recording for almost 50 minutes. In closing, I want to say it is okay to be alone. It will get hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would be lying to say sometimes I don't feel alone. But I feel like once you find your groove, you're able to do more. Don't be afraid to get dressed and go grab you a bite to eat by yourself. Don't be afraid to hit a club by yourself. Don't be afraid to go on a road trip and do some by yourself. Treat yourself to a spa day. Go to at home and shop. Go to Hobby Lobby. Get the stuff to make some candles. Pick up a different little crafting hobby. Wine tasting. Wake up one day, it's like, you know what? I'm going to go to Miami this weekend and book your flight. And when you get off work, head to the airport. Deuces. It's okay. You gotta get in a groove of being by yourself. It's not easy. It's not always fun, but in the end, you will find that peace that you so long for. I'm also going to link a few books that I'm about to start reading. It's one book that I'm reading right now. It's called Solving Single. I'm going to put the link for it at the bottom of the description. And it's definitely a page turner. I've also just finished reading Hear My Battle Cry. It is a book that is supposed to be for men, but the author, which is a black man, recommends that women read it if you want to understand a man that has been through something traumatic or he doesn't know how to heal. It will have you crying. I'm not gonna lie. It is very, very deep. It tugs on your heartstrings. But it is a necessary read because you have to learn when to hold and when to fold. Because right now, I'm holding. I'm we just gonna let God deal with it. Because if I deal with it, I'm going to prison. Jail. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening to this and, hearing me out. And we will touch back on the self-love thing every now and then. Y'all know I got y'all. Y'all know I'm always going to try to advocate for you guys and listen to you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at dashjuicy@gmail.com. I would love to read some of your questions, some of your stories. I would love to, hear from you guys in general. I'm going to put it in the description where you can email me if you have questions, if you have something you want advice on. I'm not a relationship expert, but I've been through some shit. So, as a person that has been through some shit, I'm going to give you the best advice I can. Sometimes it might be toxic, sometimes it might be tear-jerking. But at the same time, I'm going to always keep it 100 bands with y'all because y'all have never done nothing but keep it 100 bands with me. And I genuinely love you guys for that. The Juicy Show podcast is back in full effect. I am so glad to be in front of a camera, even if it is an iPad. Guess what? I'm getting my point across and they going to hear me. So, today is Thursday. We're going to do another episode next week. And next Thursday, when I do the episode, I will be going live on Instagram and TikTok so that people can tap in and listen in. I will not be reading comments or none of that because I want to focus on my message. I love you guys. I am so grateful for you. I pray that God continues to bless you and your family. And tomorrow's Friday, so bitch, we outside, okay? I'll be at Views on Grand River, so come take a shot. I'm buying the first 10 bitches that come into Views and say they watch my podcast and show me they subscribe. You getting a shot of motherfucking Don Julio Nejo. And I don't do little shooters. You're getting a shot. Like, it might be this much. That's it. That's all. All right. I love y'all.